Yo, what's up guys, balik lagi bersama gua Reza Purnomo dan kali ini kita akan bermain game. Oh gini sih cuy, bermain game Genshin Impact teman-teman. Gaskan. Yuk. Kita akan quest archon.
Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? And if possible...
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. In that case, please go to Port Armor...
Hey, that's not any better. Paimon...
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two...
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance... Ah, so it's Nahida. So it's been you this whole time? Are you dead? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a it was another dream, but in my dream, I also got to sit on a gigantic... You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together. Huh? No! By the way, have you had a chance... Yes, I paid her a visit right up. Her condition is stabilized. But for the moment, Right. Who knows what'll happen? So our first priority... Oh, good point.
Good feeling, oke. Mimpi, Kekosongan, dan Muslihat. Jadi gue udah lama gak main Genshin Impact cuy. Lama banget.
Okay, so actually I've already tried. It seems that from the Have you already caught the sage? I'm guessing not yet. In any case, no way, that's too... You mean it'd be too... No, it's not that. Doing that would be ignoring this... That's a good point. We're in the dark as of now. After all... Nahida, you're super smart. According to a popular... Okay, but, well... I've been thinking I should find someone who's all... You're saying we should recruit us... Oh, before coming... Actually, I already... Setaria. We ran into her. Basically, Paimon still remembers this. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. The name Setaria means star. When she lived later on, she was chosen by the sun. Soon after, the star began to waver, but in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and clothed... From the sound of it, but she doesn't really support the act. Indeed. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already right. We must send that way. Not only can we get from my past observations, Setaria will take tomorrow afternoon. Just happens to be a shopping day for her. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots.
Kumpulkan informasi sesuai arahan. OTW.
This should be Setaria's favorite fortune teller. No, I already have hacking style and...
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over the divine voice of wisdom of...
Huh? Really?
Shh. Of course. It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite weird.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling...
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Love prospects? No problem at all. The gods have one who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be?
Gak jelas.
Marit, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Absurd ini cuy.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most...
I admit that the orientation of...
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food...
Kumpulkan informasi sesuai arahan Nahida.
Is this another one of Sataria's? Yep. It belongs to a king.
Alhamdulillah.
His father helps Sataria a lot when I start talking with him. Listen carefully.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some...
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers?
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade. After that, I began making pottery by myself.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you...
So is your father?
Oh, no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg.
I see. We wish him peace. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the...
No problem. Rest easy, all our...
Oke. Gaskan.
Propagate!
This should be our final stop. Sataria's up. Nahida, you've really... It's my duty to protect Samir.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? Sorry. If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone.
Ah, that's right. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor, but I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different
What an admirable spirit for...
Sure, but you...
So this restaurant has a basement as well?
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time...
I see. Guess that makes sense.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Wow.
So, was that it? Mm-hmm. 3 familiar what's the point of all the information we've collected? Sataria is already used to avoiding her. I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites, although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the faith of her... Oh, Paimon gets it now! Although she knows she should return home to help... Well, the Scarlet King is long gone. And Sataria is also too... If we simply engaged her under the guide... But if we were to borrow some of... So, you mean you're... Yep. Possess them through the... As long as everything goes smooth... Ah, so that's how you're going... Exactly. So... Huh? Best of luck... That's no problem at all. I'll just... That is pretty... Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've... You're not wrong. It's always been... if it was at all possible... Yeah, don't beat yourself up. Alright, then let's...
Alright, let's go Gaskan. Kemana lagi cuy? Jam 12 siang. Wow.
Oh, here she comes. Satori is here. Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her, ask for how we'll sway her to our side. I'll leave that to you. Paimon looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hide...
Ush. Sit. Oh, dia
That's
pindah ke
right.
sini ya.
You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook.
Ini kayak OP Nomi, teman-teman.
Are you still listening to me?
Oh, of course I'm listening.
Okay then. You just... Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Are you sure?
Well, actually they have many names. Which name?
Huh, I see. I imagine that must be...
So, which fortune do you want?
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current...
I hear you. No problem at all.
Gak bisa lah.
The gods are asking. Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone... home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Setaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a...
And if I may ask, Nabia, is
Dewa
there a
mana
specific
dong?
god who speaks...
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is...
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can the Scarlet King still exist in real...
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer. Do you...
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
I'm sorry, okay. Wait. Wish. Oh, Nahidanya nggak ada ya. Kita nggak kelihatan cuy. Oh, udah pergi.
She just ran off in a hurry. She looked well done. Setaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida. It's all I know are some abstract Taravatop theories. Anyway, enough of that. He's at a camp now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
Kita jadi siapa
It's
ini?
okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken... He has a quick temper, and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro
Archon
archon.
Dendro siapa
I
ya?
don't want him to get into a fight.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or the Scarlet... I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray the
Akeem, you don't mean...
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa.
Wow.
Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this. You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It may feel a bit overwhelmed, but once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and...
Wow. Kita ngumpet anjir di sini. Ikuti Setaria.
Sataria's already started talking.
Oh, kita menyamar terus ya?
Shishan, have you noticed anything weird? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something? Wait, did you just say attic? I thought this place didn't have
Salah
an
ya
attic.
kita.
Also, don't you usually study in the basement?
Well, the restaurant recently added an attic. Oh, right. Speaking of, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of...
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like in reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed?
Please, please stop!
Oh, dia pelajar ya?
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her She can no longer justify everything to her. Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards! What should we do? This is the most important part of all.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in...
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become. Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Anjir, terngiang-ngiang, Cuk.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the
Stres dia.
Scarlet King.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Anjir, gue pecah ini kepala kayak gitu. Wah, tinggal teriak dong.
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of the Scarlet King. I have to say, I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it,
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to...
how do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of the...
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and if you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could...
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. You're a peer. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the sages?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what but I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest... I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified... However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city.
To fight against the Academia, we will need to figure out the nature...
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm in... One thing, though. I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. Let me see...
Let's the Academia entrance. Wouldn't that...
Don't worry about that. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw...
All right, I trust you.
So, If I were to...
That'll depend on the judgment.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god... Maybe it's time for me to find a god.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side. The Traveler's execution was ingenious. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening. Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we... No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars.
Kayak OP-OP Nomi ya. Tunggu sampai besok jam 7. Tujuh apa tadi? 17 ya? 19, sorry, kurang. Udah kan? Besok malam. Gak jelas anjir. Besok malam besoknya lagi apa gimana gitu. Temui Nahida. Nerabas.
Catherine, we're here! That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine. Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight. Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out if something were to happen. My existence may be the only trump card after all. The academia should still be unable to confirm. Yep. Exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to... Off? What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. Of course it's... No, I think he's right. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if... Maybe it's just a coincidence. I also can't quite figure out what... Well, regardless...
Wow. Pergi ke akademi ya. OTW. Hah? Gimana sih? Selesaikan sebelum
There really
telepon.
aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
Di atas ya. Apa ini?
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
The triumphant hero returns at last.
Wow.
And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Wow.
If you're
Aduh,
looking
pedang
for
bintang
your
3.
researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Samir City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you
Wow.
can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no, what should we do? These are all just
Ini
regular
kayak
people.
dunia nyata ya konsepnya ya.
Leave now. You need to get out of here. What? That guy's
Alam
a
bawah
betrayer.
sadar mainnya.
We can't just leave you here.
Bahaya ya
Where can
teman-teman.
I abandon? The people of Sumeru.
Wish. Wow. Dendro itu emang gimana ya? Memulihkan teman-teman. Sesuatu yang mati jadi hidup gitu. Dendro.
Don't worry. We'll meet again
Wah ini
outside the
Nahida
city.
idaman teman-teman.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind,
Anjir ini kekuatannya bagus sih
you must
Nahida.
be
Nahida.
the god of wisdom.
Wis. Malah traveler ya kabur anjir. Bukannya gelut gitu cuk. Lari.
This should be far enough.
Cewek ditinggal sendirian
Emma
teman-teman.
needs to catch her breath first.
Pecundang
Is
kita
Nahida
cuy
going to be
ternyata.
okay? We only made it out because of her.
Oh mestinya ya tidak apa-apa.
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new harbinger here. Let alone such a high-ranking
Harbinger
one.
baru.
That guy was number 2. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor. Yeah, now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the but what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis? Yeah, things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around. You mean... Oh, right.
Oh,
Wasn't even though he turned it down at the time. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
masih ada. Loh. Ya. Gue harus ini dulu ya teman-teman. Di quest lain maksudnya gimana? Kayaknya quest ini ya teman-teman. Tapi nanti ya teman-teman. Oke teman-teman, sekian aja untuk video kali ini. Gue Reza Purnomo, sampai jumpa di video selanjutnya. See you, goodbye. Mungkin gue jalanin quest ini dulu. Gaskan. Untuk teman-teman yang quest archonnya tersendat seperti saya, jadi teman-teman harus menyelesaikan tuh. Ignaria sedang sibuk menyelesaikan quest asal muasal ya. Jadi kita selesaikan dulu quest Ignaria teman-teman, oke? Jadi kita gaskan chapter full face Zelda bab 1. Chapter quest Zelda bab 1. Nah ini ya chapter full Zelda bab 1. Jadi kita ikuti cuy. Nah udah kita ikutin, langsung kita gas ya. Jadi untuk teman-teman yang belum itu, nyelesain quest itu dulu ya, biar gas gitu cuy.
looks like it's loafing
Ah,
around.
gue bunuh nih. Gak bisa teman-teman.
It's hungry.
Gimana
The
cuy? Beri
caravanners
makan.
were disheartened after their goods were stolen, so they probably didn't feed their animals as scheduled. Let's give it something to eat.
Tatapan Dewa. Astagfirullah. Astagfirullah teman-teman, ya udah ya kita pause dulu aja cuy. Dan kali ini kita akan menyelesaikan. Tadi kan gue pertama nyelesain quest Archon, terus Tiknaria sibuk. Jadi gue nyelesain quest story-nya Tiknaria. Terus Tiknaria sibuk juga teman-teman. Jadi kita ngelanjutin quest Archon aja ya, let's go. Anjir ini sok sibuk bangke Tiknaria. Anda terlalu pro ya ternyata. Oke, gaskan cuy. Jadi emang gue kemarin telat, salahnya nggak ngegas gitu cuy.
Time to go.
Tadi belum kayaknya cuy.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around.
Are you mercenaries from the
Corps of 30? We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of...
the outcast? An outcast from the but why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Still wasting time on idle
You're up to...
Oke gas, kita gelut teman-teman.
Bond is strong. By royal decree.
Scatter!
One with nature. Germinate!
Gak mati.
New punch.
The wind knows me.
Out of my way.
Clouds high. The birds come.
It isn't over yet! Here comes reinforcements!
One with nature.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite yeah. But this doctor guy seems going up against smart...
Yuk jalan yuk. Nah ini quest apa ini cuy? Pindah-pindah awas aja cuy.
Follow the wind.
Follow the wind. Ikuti angin. Ada Choli.
Oh, it's the traveler in Paimon. Hooray! It's nice to see... As a result, Master Tainari is taking... Oh, Kale.
Choli.
Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol? Oh, Master Tainari? You did... he left? I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always... No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. To leave in such a hurry? Master Tainari, I know that before he became a forest... A research base, huh? Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI. Don't worry. Got it. Will do.
Dan bila semua tercipta, tanpa harus ku merasa, dan cinta yang tersisa tanpa hidup terasa, bagai bintang di surga, berikan seluruh warna.
We were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a test. Actually, it's very smart of the traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the doctor has shown that his technology can apply us, It's not like you could have known what happened after we split up, and I was facing the doctor by myself. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of...
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure now.
Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or...
Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about...
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jumble.
What a relief.
I wouldn't be relieved, just I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our Also, the doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals.
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Ugh. It feels like he's toying with us. Plus, the doctor's combat ability alone...
We shouldn't give up hope just yet.
Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were...
Yes, I have. I can see the traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced her You didn't come here for sightseeing, right?
We're looking for a scholar.
Tapi kita belum ketemu
His name is
Tiknari,
Kainari,
cuy.
and the sages once tried to reach out to him.
Okay, let's just hope we...
Aneh. Masuk.
Time to go. Time to go.
Aduh, ini ada sesuatu yang baru ya teman-teman. Kita pakai aja ya. Nah. Keren teman-teman. Tapi kayak gitu warnanya.
Traveler? It is you!
Ah! The voice! It's Hypatia!
What a pleasant surprise! It's so not.
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the...
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come...
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Wait, no. Did you...
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
Dibohongin.
Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy when my consciousness made contact with the gods. What?
That sounds incredible!
Dewanya ada di sini.
Oh, all right. Actually, remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw. My current self has not only gained true insight.
You can do that?
I've never heard of anything like that, but...
Hold on. I brought some spirit-born ale with me.
We're using that incense?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish...
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies.
Archon.
My
Elektro ya.
fury will never be quelled.
Ini yang pakai copil teman-teman.
The first to betray me was a god.
Dewa. Oh,
My
Raiden Shogun.
creator.
Di buku.
My mother. Valuing strength above all. She saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest.
Ini bagus rambutnya teman-teman.
Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me.
Dia mati kok mengingkari gimana sih?
Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounce the world and laugh in its face.
Tuh, pakai copil ya.
My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief.
Ini keren teman-teman.
Your era
Tapi udah banyak
is
gua.
coming to an end.
Elektro. Baru support kita gas. Wow.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Balladier's memories? Everything, but how is he connected to the divine consciousness that had—
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Such a noble— Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no Purna life, but rather...
You! Why are you so mean to me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive
Aphasia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait. Have I already lost my mind?
Suara sepatunya.
Wait, something isn't right.
Wis. Lawan Kroco buat apa di video, cuy? Gak bisa gelut Nahida, cuy. Katanya archon, gimana sih? Katanya archon. Set. Katanya archon, cuy. Tapi gak bisa gelut anjir. Aduh, di mana ini? Wis. Ini yang pakai copil keren, Cuk. Tatapan kekecewaan. Wow. Kita dikasih spoiler tentang itu ya. Wis. Kok balik lagi ke sini?
Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no.
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Yalah.
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed. After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here.
Oh, thank you.
What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into— Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it.
Ini di hutan masalahnya teman-teman, jadi aman gitu cuy.
Also,
gak
while
pakai
we were
teknologi
running,
itu.
the consciousness in your body told me to pass
Bagus
on a
ini
message.
orangnya.
The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusion.
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense. Even in a moonless night. Huh. Paimon knows the moon. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But she isn't with us anymore.
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking?
Iya,
Your
betul.
guess is correct, but the situation's a...
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side, so...
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question.
Ah, that. Well, all I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were... What?
Do you have any evidence?
Napas yang dalam, teman-teman. Sedalam.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with...
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardes Dii and began searching. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has... But I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. The Doctor and the Ballad, from your description, I don't think they've... But then, what is the connect...
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the Sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much gone over everything we need to know.
I'll stay here for now. I still want to... If you're planning to go into the desert, start by head. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully Hypatia...
Oh, ngapain ke sana, cuy? Oh, selesai. Ada lagi ya. Perselisihan ini masih... Itu kan archon. Oke, sip. Let's go. Kita ke map baru, teman-teman. Oh. Mantap. Gaskan. Wis, pada pasir. Ini gue medium, teman-teman, jadi nggak hack ya. Kalau hack ngelag.
Time to go.
So, just past this wall? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this...
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Wih, siapa ini?
Over here.
Oh, Hatham went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
Wih, keren ya efek burungnya, teman-teman. Wih, semoga permanen, cuy. Hihi. Burungnya ikutan loncat. Paimon diduakan, teman-teman.
What the... Where did he go? How did we lose him?
Kita dikejar ngapain, cuy?
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors.
Oh.
All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's...
You really gave Paimon a scare, Al-Hatham. We never thought we'd run
Ini
into you
Dendro
here.
juga ya.
Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academia? Wait.
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list. However, had I wished to turn you over to the Academia...
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still Everyone says the capsule originated in which brings me back to you. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the divine knowledge capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, to have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized.
Al-Haytham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What?
So that's your answer. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about... No matter. Rather than...
That's right! We have the same plan as you!
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village.
It's always better to travel with someone you...
Oke. Kesini teman-teman. Dari sini aja ya. Kita buka teleport dulu aja cuy. Gaskan. Yuk. Yo. Kita ke sono teman-teman. Jauh banget ya tapi. Anjir. Gaskan cuy. Burungnya ada 2. Kalau pakai Xiao bisa cepet teman-teman. Ada Anemoculus. Kita turun di sini aja ya teman-teman. Oh naik staminanya. Ada burung baru. Cus. Yoi. Taruh, buka dulu. Oh, let's go quest archon.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of...
Whoa, this landscape is real.
Like. Wing. Wow. Oh, dung. Wah, wush. Curang, bintang 5 cuk, senjatanya kita pakai bintang 3 anjir. Curang cuk, kita senjatanya bintang 3. Saino. Yoi.
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the
Haytham, do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
Oh, sombong sekali.
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard
seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Al-Haytham?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Haytham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him.
True, yeah.
I wouldn't believe us. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise...
Has Al-Haytham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Al-Haytham, take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve...
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wow.
Wait, the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resource?
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh. What should we do, Traveler?
Well, look
Wah,
at you
siapa
two,
lagi?
acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia?
Kok kena? Oh iya ya, ini yang kemarin ya.
Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start...
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these
Takut dia sama cewek.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Wow, angin.
What's going on?
Angin ngapain disebut itu? Ini angin ngomong ya.
Paimon's gonna get blown away!
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover.
Wow, dia bajunya sama kayak Chio. Siapa?
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you...
All right, stop yelling.
Chino, sorry. Ngeteh ini kita. Wow, gede banget ya dalamnya. Wih, gayanya ini rambutnya kayak Razor putih. Matanya juga sama, Razor.
This is... Hey, wanna play sardines with three people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Biru sama emas.
Our savior has come. Nice to meet you, Candace.
Dia punya itu enggak?
Thank you so much for helping us.
Oh iya, air.
There's no need to thank me. It's
Tawan
only
ya.
right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister.
All right, now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, and now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility. So please, have an honest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sands.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have missed...
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it.
That's what I like to hear. So,
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a moral... Rather, I've chosen to exile.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they... As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for... I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request. But I soon found that all leads and potential... I began to realize that they were... Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission. The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the Sage.
So they really...
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain the vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold. They are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I...
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary. Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Alhaitham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler.
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the divine knowledge cap.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with
Alhaitham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed...
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information. Namely, that divine knowledge indeed exists. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ainul Ach.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the divine knowledge capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the academia. You were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the divine knowledge capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham. Now, answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstanding. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your...
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with... I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to our village for a visit. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a point.
Is that all? Well...
That's more like it. I missed you all.
Whoa! What was that?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take...
Creatures? In the sandstorm?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
Wow, kita lihat teman-teman. Ya, cuma kayak gitu doang.
The winds died down. That means the sandstorm's over. Candace still isn't back yet, though.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried.
Nah, kita lihat dulu tuh, lihat-lihat ya. Siapa tahu ada sesuatu gitu.
Time to go.
Efeknya terlalu keren sih burungnya, cuy. Wow. Oh, banyak quest. Oh, ada kayak gini.
Time to go. Time to go.
Pada monster.
Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Ah! Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Mane in action.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Mana?
Stand with me! Oz, reveal!
Scatter! The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud. One with nature. Propagate!
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up? The creature stopped appearing.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be...
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full. I am the chief of Aru
Kepala
Village.
desa.
Everyone usually calls me Uncle On.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now.
I can't say they've always been common, but besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village.
Another of... So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest.
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to
Everyone in Aru Village, speaking of which...
Village Keeper?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Most of them are scholars who lost their sand. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative...
Alas, that's exactly... But no one in the village has ever seen...
I've had encounters with those people in the...
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer...
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty...
Oh, you're the former general...
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, but, is it really a good idea to tag along?
I'll be grateful for the assistance. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we...
Yes.
Time to go.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially this. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origin. The academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. When mad scholars first arrive, initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take... Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar, despite the powerful tremors that ripped after that. The people...
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad...
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then!
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone... So, what do you make of this? Really?
What? You don't believe us?
No, it's not so much that I don't believe. Lesser Lord Kusanali. The Academia has always... In addition, that...
No way! Nahida definitely exists!
I've spent many years in...
Good! Then you should know that we're...
That look in your eyes. How can this be? To think. Our arc...
Alright, now it's our turn to put our... But easier said than done.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my...
Huh?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak.
Is your grandpa mad...
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa.
The person you're referring to is not a local. Yet you are.
Grandpa is just Grandpa. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa.
So you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was. But I had a vague...
Whoa. Hatham wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest.
All right. But first, let's confirm...
Sino is super...
Wow.
You're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you.
I had a
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after... Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak... Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, one summer night, the oft mumbling and... So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. The next morning, Isak woke up and It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer... Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace.
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really...
Perhaps. Nearly everyone. It's also my reason for fighting.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over...
Huh? What did you say?
No, nothing. As long as Isak keeps his...
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks.
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's you guys!
We've cleared everything up! Let's go find your grandpa!
Really?